I'm doing this like it's gonna be some kind of thumbnail. I have a thumbnail for YouTube. It's called The Alethea Show, and it's my new thumbnail on YouTube. All right, let's see if I can get this light to not be quite so bright. Hey, I look more like myself with my blue hair. It's like I both love and hate my hair when it's long. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Um, there's sort of this mid-level length where the curls just go back to being curly, and it's like Meg Ryan from um, um, most of her movies. I call it my Meg Ryan hair. Hi. Mwah. So yeah, like I missed that hair. I was looking at a picture of myself from Egypt because that was the short. I had like a pixie cut before I went to Egypt, and it was nice to run around and just not have to do anything with the hair or worry about it in any sort of way. I mean, it's not like I worry about it much now. Looks awesome. Look, ta-da, done. But it's not like I always wanted my hair to be curly, and it was so long when I was a kid, all the curls fell out. And now, I don't know, it's still like a little curly, except for this little piece here, which loves to keep its curl. I was always the little girl with the little curl. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, this is pause due to a poor connection. Apparently my phone is not having a great connection, but there is a good connection on YouTube. So, sorry guys. Anyway, hi Tiffany. On your forehead. Isn't that weird? It's so weird. Yeah, I don't know why this one side, like this side is mostly flat, but this side, like no matter how much I cut it, it is 100% curly, and it does this every time, like Superman. I don't know. It's a thing. Anyway, where's my coffee? I woke up this morning and realized it was Saturday. I have spent all week trying to watch episode 1 of Eagle Brothers, which for Eagle Brothers, it's like 40 episodes long. It may still be ongoing. I don't know. It's a really long K-drama. And I was like, well, if I'm just watching it in breaks. Well, apparently if I'm watching it in breaks, it takes me a week to watch one episode. So I'm going to be watching this K-drama forever. Forever. And I am sad for the first time. I am sad that I don't have Netflix. Not because of Squid Game, because I just, when things are that violent, it turns me off a lot. But I really want to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. Like, I really want to watch it. So I have plans. As soon as I get to Casey's house, when I go up north this fall, I'm totally going to watch K-pop Demon Hunters because I hear it's amazing. I hear it's amazing. Hello. My black roses, hello. I am wearing my K-dramas and coffee shirt, so it is appropriate that I'm drinking my coffee and talking about K-dramas. It is available in my Amazon store. Please check it out. I have so much merch. We were doing a t-shirt a month, and so few people were buying them. We're just not going to do that anymore, but we will still make t-shirts when the spirit moves us, and the merch will always be available on Amazon. So it's not like any of that is going away. It's always going to be there. It's just perhaps new people will find it and think it's new. Yeah, I've heard K-pop Demon Hunters is so good. Like, I have a friend who's an animator, and she just gushed about how that movie made her want to animate again. Yeah, I was really, really jealous of my friends who have Netflix. Even my sister has it, and she lives a couple miles away. So, I mean, I can go to her house and watch it if I'm super desperate, and I might. It's just that my phone has paused to poor connection again. It's just my family is there at the house. I don't want my family there at the house. Like, I like being here by myself where I watch things in the privacy of my own home, and I get to laugh and cry and do whatever. Doing things with other people, the longer I am alone, the less I want to be with other people. Unless it's storm chasing. It was funny because when I went storm chasing, there was one morning we were all sitting around in the breakfast nook, And I think it was Dave said to me, or no, he said something about being an introvert or me being an extrovert. And I said, no, I am very much an introvert. And he fought me like, no, not. I've met introverts. I am an introvert. You're not an introvert. And I texted my mother, like, this is the thing. I was so gobsmacked about this because I didn't even know how to explain it at the time because it really struck me for a loop. And I texted my mother and I said, my friends think I'm not an introvert. And she said, that's because you're with your friends, which is so true. I'm safe around my friends, and I can be myself around my friends, and I can be myself. This is the best thing about storm chasing for me, is that I can be myself around people who just let me be myself and do not judge me or hate me or make fun of me just for being myself. And I know that sounds like a very, very low bar to cross. But when you're somebody like me, it makes a difference. And man, I get to be the most me I can possibly be when I am storm chasing, and it is fantastic. The closest I have ever felt to that is being at DragonCon. Let's be honest, right? DragonCon, my DragonCon family, because I grew up there. So yeah, storm chasing is like me being at DragonCon, but kicked up a notch. If you can even imagine, which I imagine most of you cannot. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Seriously, this year was the best year. The best year. But now I am back in this chair. You'll notice I have switched my chairs because my neck is killing me. I had to get up this morning and take a Sudafed and lay on an ice pack. I didn't sleep great. I need to start taking medicine before. I didn't sleep great. I need to start taking medicine before I go to bed because I've been sitting in these chairs working on the Patreon relaunch and like the rebranding of all the social media, all of it. It's all the Alethea Golden Glitter era, and it's happening, and it will all come to fruition on July 4th. If you are not a member of the Patreon, you're going to want to be, or at least a member of the paid Substack. The Substack only goes up to $5. I can't figure out how to make it have levels. I don't really want to because Patreon is enough to handle as it is. So go over to Patreon. There's going to be so much stuff, but it will trickle out to the public. So don't worry too much. I mean, obviously chapters of my new book are not going to go up for free. That would be scary. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out. So I'm working really hard, and this chair, this chair, it's this giant office chair. I am like the child of hand-me-down things, okay? So I got this giant office chair when my dad retired. It's a lovely, wonderful, nice desk chair, but it's like a throne. It is my father is, 6 feet tall, and that chair is just very, very large. It's like an extra, extra large chair, and I am a large size person. Like, I'm not a small person, I'll admit, but I'm not that big. And that chair is just way too big. And so I'm slouching. I'm not sitting, like, at least in this chair. This is the chair that came with this table. At least in this chair, I'm sitting with my back against the backrest of the chair. Because the actual seat of the chair is smaller. So yeah, I need a new chair. Kate has a line on all of these amazing office chairs that are like for gamers and people who, sit professionally. They're very expensive, and it's on my list. I have a list of things, when I finally sell books again and actually get back out of debt. These are the things that I'm going to have, like fans on my porch and prescription eyeglasses. I'm going to have prescription eyeglasses. People say things like, if I win the lottery, you're only going to know with subtle ways. Yeah, it's not going to be a big splash. Alethea's just going to suddenly walk around with prescription sunglasses. I mean, I have prescription eyeglasses, but sunglasses I do not have. And I have another retinal appointment because I have that stupid time bomb in my eye. Macular telangiectasia. It's fun. It doesn't actually do anything. So there's nothing to worry about except for that I have to make sure that my blood pressure stays low because I could explode my eyeball and not be able to see anymore. So there's that. Stay calm. So I would love prescription sunglasses for when I have my retinal appointments. That would be great. That would be great. They're expensive. Even on Zenny, they're expensive. But yes, I sat in this chair. It took me an hour to choose fonts. Okay. Next time you think that someone launches this big, amazing branding, or you throw something at somebody that says, here, can you make this graphic real quick? Can I tell you? It takes sometimes an hour to choose fonts. Is this readable enough? This is on a frame. This is in the colors we want, the colors we need. Is this readable enough? Do you need a serif font? Do you need a sans serif font? Do you know the difference between a serif font and a sans serif font, even when you're reading it on the internet? All of these things. Chris and I have something that a fan has dubbed, I think it was my friend Gary, dubbed it fontification, where we talk about the fonts on water towers as we storm chase. We should have done like a top 10 fonts of water towers for this storm chase trip because it was pretty fantastic. But we were nonstop chasing, so there just wasn't even really enough time. I could film like a 2-second video as we were driving past. But unless you got the audio off her dash cam, there was no way we were going to make that into an actual video. So some of these things, they're just unfilmable and we are unable to put them on the internet. But yes, I am releasing to the patrons every week to the $5 level. Yes, the $5 level every week gets a poem, a piece of flash fiction, something small. I'm calling them tiny inspirations. In addition to those, they get a deep dive into the creation of that piece. So I don't talk about craft like a teacher because I'm a chemist. I did not learn English, so I do not have things for words for things like poetry. There are many words I don't know, a whole vocabulary of academia that I do not have because I did not study English. That's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Thank you. Yes, it is. Fonts are very hard. Hi, Carter. Is that Carter? My phone keeps pausing. It's a bad connection. I guess Spectrum is having some issues today. I don't know why. Hopefully my other stuff is still streaming. Maybe I should have shut that off. I don't know. I'm always streaming K-pop in the background. Remember, like SETI used to use our computers for background computations. I do that with Spotify, and I just have a K-pop playlist running constantly so that all of my favorite Vanner, my favorite K-pop group gets streams on Spotify. This is how BTS beats Taylor Swift. You guys, there are entire rooms on this app I'm on called Station Head, rooms of ARMY fandom, even specific member ARMY fandom, and they have thousands of people in them that just park and stream BTS all day long. So this is why BTS streaming numbers are through the roof, is because they have a dedicated like SETI warrior camp of people streaming BTS 24/7. That's all they do. Like, it's their job. So I am always streaming Vanner. It is something I do. I don't know. Hopefully one day, I will have fans that do that for me. Hi, Tiffany. I do have fans that do that for me. I'm just not on Spotify like that. Hi, Graf. And Marie. Hello. Hi. So anyway, yes, I need a new chair, a very expensive chair. I haven't picked out exactly which chair because they're always changing things and I don't know when I'm going to have money again, but that is on the list of things to buy and is for when I do things like sit for an hour and choose a font for the poetry, because of course we have branding, right? It's the golden glitter era. So it's all branding. If you've gone to all my social media, you might have noticed slowly throughout the week, it's been popping up, all the banners, the golden glitter banners have been popping up all over social media. I'm going to have to pull out that clip again that says, I'm like glitter. I'm everywhere. It's so true. I'm like glitter. I'm everywhere. I'm on every social media. Go find me. I am not on Reddit. I'm not on Reddit. And I don't have a Discord yet, but that's going to happen soon. But yes, I'm like glitter. I'm everywhere. So all of these golden glitter poetry bits, the flash fiction can't go on like a meme pretty thing, post, if you will. So the poetry can go on a post with a frame. It's all branded. It has my little signature on the bottom, and I had to pick fonts. So I picked a font for the title and a font for the text. I, of course, got second opinions on this font before I selected it, because I narrowed it down to like 10, and they narrowed it down to 3, and then we went back and forth. Hi, Jess! Speaking of K-pop, there's my lovely friends, my Black Rose friends. I miss you guys. Oh, I didn't get to see the Rose this tour. It's so sad. This whole not having money thing. Like, in a way, it's easy because you're just like, oh, well, I can't, pay stupid amounts of money for Ticketmaster. Oh my gosh, some of these people trying to buy tickets for the Rose, they got charged massive amounts of money by Ticketmaster just to get into the venue, and it was nuts. I didn't have to deal with all that stress. I don't have to deal with the stress of people running out of merch. I don't have to deal with the stress of standing in line. I don't have to deal with all that stress, but I do miss my LA friends. I miss you guys. I miss my friends. So yeah, you can kind of say the same thing about conventions. I also miss those friends. I do. I do not have, what do they call it? FOMO for conventions. Not yet, but I do miss my friends quite a bit. I missed my Tennessee friends. I was glad I got to see some of my Tennessee friends when we drove through storm chasing. That was nice. But yeah, LA, I don't get to go out to LA or the West Coast at all much. But, as soon as I get money again, I'm going to be going to some show with all of you guys, and you know who you are. And I saw that picture of all you guys together, and I just missed you so much. Oh. Today I even had hot coffee because I realized it was Saturday. I decided to have hot coffee. I know it's 90 degrees outside. This is the last of my coffee. The last of my creamer. I ate the last of my milk, the Fairlife, the only kind of milk I can drink. I drank the last of my milk and my cereal this morning. So yeah, I'm going to have to break down and go to the grocery store. I've been putting it off. This is what we do. I tell my doctor I don't eat, especially when I work. I eat less and less and less and less the more and more and more I work. Because I'm like, I don't have to go to the grocery store. I can wait a couple more days. It's the weekend. Who wants to go to the store on the weekend? There's so many people. Now I have to wait till next Wednesday because fewer people go to the store on Wednesday. I do curbside pickup. I don't even go in the store. I can wait. I still have like 4 eggs. I don't have to go to the grocery store right now. I can wait. Yeah, that was the other thing about LA. E made sure that I ate a lot, and it was great. She even fed me cookies, and I don't like cookies, but her cookies are amazing, and it's because she makes them with less sugar. That's her secret. Don't tell her I told you. I don't have a sweet tooth. My palate is Mediterranean and Asian, so yeah, I don't like super, super sweet stuff. Although, let me tell you, in Korea, they do love their sweet coffee. Some of that mixed coffee is a bit too sweet for me. But iced Americanos, right up there. Ooh, let's see if Instagram does this anymore. Does it do it? Does it do it? It used to do, like, fireworks and hearts and things. Man, all the Instagram stuff went away. Wouldn't it be funny if YouTube started doing it because Instagram stopped? Edna! One of the poems that I see, you guys are getting sneak peeks already. One of the poems that I put up that's going out in the next couple of months is a poem that I actually wrote to Edna in a reply on Blue Sky. Because how many people saw that? Like, nobody. But she called me the multitude maven, and I responded to her poetically and was like, more than one person should see this. Because sometimes I reply to people on Blue Sky in poetry. So I've started to write those down and actually give them out to my patrons because they might want to see how I am being ridiculous in spaces where they're not. Plus, if anybody wants to like buy a children's book that illustrated by Edna and written by me and Edna that has poetry in it, including the Multitude Maven, give us a call, let us know. That would be great. All right. I won't keep you forever. I still want to finish episode 1 of For Eagle Brothers because I have at least 39 after that. Is it done at 40? Does anybody know? When I first clicked on it, it said 40 episodes. So I'm kind of hoping that's it. But who knows? It could be longer now. I try not to commit to the longer ones, even though I'm still watching Kdramas like there's no tomorrow. Thus the t-shirt. Because really, and the pillow, if anyone noticed the pillow, you can't really see it on YouTube. On Instagram, you can kind of see it. It has the same design. It looks so good on a pillow. So anyway, I didn't pick an oracle card. Let's do that before we leave. This is Deborah Blake's oracle deck. This card that I still have to write a short story on. It was based on her friend. And I should have written the flash fiction the day I thought of it, because now I can't remember all of what I was going to write. I remember sort of the basis of it. Also, these cards are way too large, and I have to how to shuffle cards that are far too large for my hands. I'm just not very good at this part. All right. We will cut the deck and choose this card. Watch it be the same as yesterday. No, it's not the same as yesterday. Oh, this is a good card for Saturday, everybody. This is called Hibernation and Regeneration. So that is your oracle card for the day. The artist on this deck is Elizabeth Alba. She's fantastic. She and Deborah do so many decks together with Llewellyn, and you may have seen much of this art. A lot of the TikTok mediums use this in their reading. They use their cards. So yes, hibernation and relaxation today. You guys go catch some sunlight in your hands, take a rest, drink lots of water, have some coffee if that's your thing. Go watch a K-drama. Even if it's not your thing, go try it because they're amazing. And know that I love you, and I will probably not be around tomorrow because I have a lot of stuff to do with family and a friend that is coming in from out of town. But I will try to redo the Alethea show again on Monday. I'm so glad that I'm back to doing these, you guys. I've missed you so much. It has been so nice to see you pop in. Hi. Mwah. And if you missed it, you can always go back and check on Instagram. Unless Instagram blows up, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, big full screen, so you can see all the trash behind me. It's great. Yes, they are. Oh, love you, Jess. Tell everybody that I love them. And I miss them so much. I miss you guys so much. Okay, bye.